Now, let us discuss about a few methods. I would say a few easier methods to find the squares of numbers. Suppose you are asked to find out the square of a number 23. What you do is that you do a normal multiplication and you find the square of 23. In the case of 23, the multiplication is faster because it's a two-digit number and it is relatively a smaller number. But sometimes when you get a number like a 69 or a 78, it becomes slightly more tougher. So let us discuss a few methods which you can apply, and this can get easier only by continuous practice. Now, if you study this method and then resort to the basic multiplication, this method will never get easy. These methods will never get easier. So what you can do is that you can start applying these methods whenever you need to find the squares of numbers. Initially, it might take a little time because you need to recollect the method and then do it. But over time, this is definitely bound to get easier. So let us discuss a few methods. The first one is whenever you have a number like this, you can represent it in the form of a plus b, where a is a number ending with a 0 and b is the remaining part of it. So 23 I can represent as 20 plus 3 the whole square. Okay. Now, in the case of 23, I would not say you need to separate it into 20 plus 3. I would expect my students to learn the value of 23 square. But above 30, you can definitely apply this particular method. So, let us do it for 34. It is 30 plus 4 the whole square. You can apply a square plus b square plus 2ab. For this at 12, 240. So, you will get, oh, my bad. Yeah, correct. So it is 1156. Now let us take another random number. So let us take 48. Now when you are taking 48, there are two ways in which you can write this. One is by 40 plus 8, or you can write it as 50 minus 2. Now I would personally prefer that you choose a number which is smaller over here. Now it is totally your personal preference. You can put it either like this or like this. So I will be doing 50 minus 2. So here I will 48 square is 50 minus 2 the whole square, a square plus 2ab minus b, a square plus b square minus 2ab. So minus 2ab will give me 50 into 200, 100 into 200. So I will be getting the answer as 2304. Okay. Now let us take a couple of more numbers and apply this particular identity and see how easy the multiplication can get. Now let us look at 156. 156, the normal tendency is to write it as 100 plus 56 or 200 minus whatever number. Now the problem is that the second number in either case will be bigger. So 100 plus 56 is a square plus b square. This b square becomes, another task to find out. I need to make it into a number that I can relate to. So I will write it as 150 plus 6. Now, a square, I can write the square of this very easily because 15 square is 225 and 0 will be twice. Okay, basically 150 the whole square will be 50 into 10 into 15 into 10, where 15 into 10 is my 150. 15 into 15 is 225, 10 into 10 is 100. Okay, so I will get this. Now b square is a 36, 2ab, 2 into 150 is a 300, 300 into 6 is 1800. I have added and this is what I am getting. Okay, now let us take another number. So for example, now let us take 223. Here I have taken the number 223. You can either split it as 200 plus 23 or 220 plus 3. See, both ways are faster. Now I am already telling you that you should know the squares of number till at least 25. It is mandatory because you cannot be wasting your time trying to find out the square of 17 or 18 when we can easily write it down as 18 square is 324 or 23 square is 529, whatever. So 200 plus 23 will give me a square plus b square plus 2ab. This one, a square plus b square plus 2ab. So you can see that we are getting the value as 49729. Now this is one common method you can apply to find out the squares of numbers when you are finding it a little tedious to do basic multiplication. Try to use this identity method. The reason being it will save you a lot of time if you are getting used to this particular method. Okay. Now let us move on to a very easy method to find the squares of numbers which are ending with a 5. Okay. Now we are going to talk about numbers which are ending with a 5 and which are 2-digit numbers. We are not talking about 3-digit or 4-digit numbers, only about 2-digit numbers. If you need to find the square of such numbers, for example a 45 square or a 95 square, 75 square, what you need to do is that write the square of the last digit. In all these cases, the square of the last digit is a 25. Now, increase 7 with a 1, you get a 8. Multiply 7 and 8, 56. In the case of 45, square of the last number, increase 4 by 1, you will get 5. 5 into 4, 20. 95, 5 square is 25, 9 plus 1 is 10, 10 into 9 is a 90. Okay, now let us take another number, 35. 5 5s are 25, 3 plus 1 4, 4 3s are 12. Okay, so now this is a very easy method in order to find the squares of numbers that are ending 2-digit numbers which are ending with a 5. You don't have to do any multiplication or anything like that. You just need to do this. Now let us see what can we do about 3-digit numbers which are ending with 5 or 4-digit numbers which are ending with 5. Now we have discussed about 2-digit numbers which are ending with 5. So now suppose let us say you have a number 125. Okay, what you do is that as usual write down the square of 5. 5 5s are 25. The remaining number increase by 1. You will get 13. Multiply with the original number. 13 into 12. So 13 into 12 should give me 156. So my answer is 15625. Now let us try to find the square of another number. Let us say 195 the whole square by using the same method. So I told you 195 square. Write down the square of 5. 25. The remaining number increase by 1. So 19 plus 1 give me 20. 20 into the original one. 20 into 19. 20 into 19 should actually give me 30. So you will get this value is 380 and put this over here. 38025. Okay. So now let us take a bigger number now. Let us take a 4-digit number. So a random number 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay. We use the same method. Divide the number. Write down the square of 5 which is a 25. Increase the number by 1, 124 into 123 and the remaining part will be 25. Now, whenever you are having a bigger number, this part also becomes slightly bigger. Correct? It's basic. Now, it is easier to multiply 123 into 124 than it is easier 1235 into 1235. Okay? So, the time of multiplication will definitely reduce. So let us find the answer for 124 into 123 and finally figure out the square of this particular number. So 124 into 123 is giving me this. So I am adding 25, not adding, I am just writing 25 to the right side of this particular number to get the square of 1235 as this. Clear? So in order to get a better understanding, let us take 2 more numbers and finally wind up with this particular part. Here I have found out the square of 2005. So 5 square is 25, 200 I have increased by 1 and multiplying with 200 I will get this. So my final square is this number and 25 written to the right of it. So 4020025. 1875 the whole square. 5 square is a 25. 187 I have increased by 1 which is 188. So 188 into 187 is 35156. The entire square is 3515625. I hope you are clear with this particular method. This is exceptionally useful whenever you are doing sums. So maybe you will not find it very easy initially when you are dealing with larger numbers. But definitely guys, for smaller numbers or 3-digit numbers, this is definitely easy and a time saver. So please try to stick to this method whenever you are trying to do sums in the class or while you are doing sums in the house or practicing more sums. Okay. Till now, we were talking about numbers that were ending with 5. So, see, when numbers are ending with 5, everything becomes little easier. When we are dealing with sums also, numbers ending with a 5 and a 0 automatically makes our lives easier. Now we are going to talk about numbers that are starting with 5. 2-digit numbers that are starting with 5. So the numbers right from 50 up to 59. Now 50 square, I don't need to tell you how to find. It is very easy. 5 5 is 25. Add 2 zeros, 2500. So from 51 up to 59, how do you find their square? Now this is entirely left to you. You can automatically make a basic multiplication and find the value. Or you can follow this method also. I will just explain it to you. Suppose it is 56. 2 digits 5 and 6. Square 36. Put a plus sign over here, because when the numbers are starting with a 5, we are not automatically writing the square of the last digit. We are adding it. Okay. Now 5 square is a 25. Add this 25 to 6. You get a 31. Multiply with 100 and add this particular number. Now when I'm saying it sounds like so many steps, it's not. I will tell again. 5, 6. 2 digits divided into 2. 6 square 36. Put a plus sign. 5 square is 25. Add to the 6. You get a 31. Multiply with 100 and add the 36. Okay. So you will get the value as 3136. Now let us try to find out the value of 57 square. Okay. Two parts. 49. I need to add 49. 5 square is a 25. So in all these cases, we are adding 25 to the last digit. 25 plus 7, what do you get? 32. 32 into 100. So it is 3249. It is definitely easier than normal multiplication. Now let us try to find the square of 53. 53. 9. I'm going to add. 5 square is a 25. I'm going to add it to 3. So I will get 25 plus 3, 28. So 28 into 100 is a 2800. My answer will be 2809. Okay. Now from 51 up to 59, let us see how fast we can write down all the squares by using this particular method. So I have started from 51. Now dividing it into two parts. The square of 1 is a 1. I have to add 25 to 1, which is a 26. 26 into 100 plus 1 will give me 2601. Okay. 52. 2 square, I need to add a 4. 25, I need to add 2, which will give me 27. So 27 into 100. I will get 2704. 53 square we already found out. Sorry. 54 square. 4 square, 16 I need to add, 25 I need to add to 4, which will give me 29. 29 into 100 is 2900. My answer would be 2916. Okay. 55 square. I need to add a 25. Now 5 square is 20. 25 I need to add to the last digit, which is a 30. 30 into 100 is 3000. 3000 plus 25 will give me 3025. Okay. Now this one I can find also by another method. The previous one that I said, because it is ending with a 5, I can write down the square of the last digit. Add 1 to 5, which is 6. 6 into 5, 3025. You get the same answer. Okay. 56 and 57 we found out. Now 58. 8 8s are 64. I need to add a 64. 25 plus 8 is a 33. 33 into 100 is a 3300. So you will get the answer as 3364. 59. 9 9s are 81. We are adding. 25 plus 9 will give me 34. 34 into 100 is a 3400. My answer will be 3481. You can see that though suddenly you feel that, oh, it is only for 10 numbers and it is a little bit tedious. It is not. It's extremely easy, and though it is only for 10 numbers, when those 10 numbers actually come in at examination, you will realize how much of time you can actually save. Now we are going to talk how to find the squares of 3-digit numbers starting with 5. We just discussed 2-digit numbers starting with 5, which were 9 of them, and we saw how to find out their squares. Now we have got 3-digit numbers starting with 5. We have got around 100 numbers. So it is of the form 5AB. So this can be 504, 565, 579, anything except that the first digit, the digit in the hundreds place is a 5. Now how do you do it? Now if you have a number 523, okay, divide the number into two parts excluding the 5. We always exclude the 5, whether, like divide the number in such a way that whether it is in the units place or in the tens place or in the hundreds place, we keep 5 away. Okay. Now write the square of this. 23 into 23 is a 529. We need to add them. Okay, in the case of numbers starting with 5, we are always adding rather than just joining up the remaining part of it. Okay, now 5 square is a 25, you know that, but because this is a 3-digit number, instead of adding 25 to the last 2 digits, we are going to add 250. You will add 250 to the last 2 digits and multiply not with 100 but with 1,000. So you will get 273,000 plus 529, which would give you 273529 as the answer. Okay, let us do a few more examples so you get a clear picture of what we are doing here. Let us find the square of 524. Okay, I told you divide the number into two parts by excluding the 5. Write down the square of 24, which is a 576. We are adding the square. Got it? Now, because it's a 3-digit number, we are adding 250 to 24. So, what will you get? When you are adding 250 to 24, you will get 274. You are multiplying it with 1,000. So, you have to add 274,000 to this particular number. You will get 274,576 as your answer. Okay. Try normal multiplication and do this particular method and see the difference in time. Okay, see how much of seconds or maybe a 1 minute that you are saving. It will make a lot of difference when you are doing a paper, because everywhere you keep saving a little bit of time, it all adds up. You will get time to do that one sum you are finding difficult. Okay, let us try out let us say 2 more numbers and see how to do with this method. Here you can see that I have found out the square of 585 by using all the 3 methods we have discussed so far. The first one was using by identity. So 585 I could write as 500 plus 85, but then I didn't want to make the second number larger. So I wrote it as 600 minus 15. This is a square plus b square minus 2ab. This is what I am getting. Now 585 I treated as a number ending with 5. So I split the number. So ending with 5 means the square of the last number is a 25. I added 1 to 58. So 58 plus 1 is 59. Multiply these two. I am getting this. So in this case, I don't have to add 25 over here. Numbers ending with 5, you attach the 25. So you will get 342225. Okay. Here I am treating 585 as a number which is starting with 5. Now it is a 3-digit number. So I will have to add 250 and multiply with 1,000, not with a 25 and multiply with 100. So square of 85 is 7225. I again use the method of the square of a number ending with 5. 85 into 85 will give me square of 5 is 25. I increased 8 by 1, which is 9. 9 into 8 is 72. Okay. Now this is the plus. I'll keep it over here. Now I added 250 to 85. I got 335. I multiplied with 1,000. I added 7,225 in order to get this value. So in all these 3 cases, you can see that the final value is the same. I have used 3 different methods in order to calculate the square of 585. I hope this is very clear to you. So let us take one more number, which is, let us say, a 2-digit number, and apply all the 3 methods and see the difference. So here you can see I have found the square of 64 by using the identity method, a plus b the whole square, and also by using the easier method because the number is ending with a 5. I cannot use the other method where the number is beginning with a 5 because it is beginning with a 6 obviously. Okay. So I hope now you are clear with all these 3 methods or all the methods, basic methods, which you can use in order to increase the speed of your multiplication when you are trying to find out the square of certain numbers, especially the ones beginning or ending with a 5. Okay.